Right guys, it's Waz again with the big ship. Right, first of all, I'm just going to quickly explain to you what's gone on. This has been sold to a guy in America. I'm quite pleased to say that I do consider him a friend. So it's gone to a nice home. It's going to get pro painted and then it's going to get put away on display. He may well use it in a game. I don't know how, but it may well get used in a game. He's going to let me know. He's new to Warhammer, but he's not new to this type of thing. So it is going to a good home. I'm very reluctant to sell it, but I've sold it. And it's going to get painted by someone else who is amazing at painting. And I wouldn't have done that if I didn't know that. Okay, so that's that. Anyway, so let's get on with the video. Because it's going to go... it's going to set sail for sea to America next week, so I need to get this done, and today being Sunday is the only day I can get it done, and it's going to take me a while to talk through this, and so let's see how we get on, shall we? The lighting in here is not great, so I'll try and be as careful as I can. Right, I'm going to move in a bit closer to it, and then I can explain to you parts of the model. Right. As most of you know, most of you followed my other blog, my other videos. I built this from two stompers, okay, and it's two stompers at the bottom there. So I'm gonna try and lower this the best I can without shaking the camera too much. Okay. Okay, two stompers at the bottom there, as you can see. There we go. Okay. So basically, like the belly buster, I made the front almost the same as the belly buster, and then I finished off the back part. This back part here mostly being plasticard. And to me, that was the best way of doing it. And then what I did was I built up the sides here, along this line here, made it as flat as I could, and then built the first deck. Now, when you look at this model, I'll come back a bit. When you look at this model, it's like one of them ferries that are like just massive, and they just don't look like they will float. Now, I know for a fact that this will never float. This, no matter how much orc willpower there is, this will never float. As soon as it sets sail, it will flip over to the side because it's so top heavy. It is massive. It's absolutely massive. Now, if I was going to build this again, which I'm gonna do, but on a remote control version, okay, so you just stand by for that. But yeah, I'm going to build this again as a remote control version. But if I do, I'm only going to put two decks on it. I'm going to have a nice big lower deck, and then I'm going to have a smaller upper deck. I'm not going to bother with this top deck, okay? Because it's just too high. And remember, guys, I build things off the top of my head. I don't plan these things, okay? So now I've built this, I can learn by my mistakes that I've made on this, and go back and rejig it. Okay, right. I'm just going to move the camera, so back in a minute. Okay, right at the front of the ship now. I'm gonna try. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'm trying my hardest not to make too much of a mess of it. But there you go. Again, guys, it was just a case of making simple boxes and putting rivets on them, making these like little fences and sticking rivets on bits of chipped up plastic card, and it is actually quite simple. It's just on a massive scale, and people look at this and they think, oh my god, it is massive. How long did it took a long time, guys. I started building this when did I build this now? Start building this. It was over a year and a half ago I started building this. Okay, and it just ended up sitting on my shelf gathering dust. and that's a great angle there. I love this gun so much. It does look like a proper ship's gun, and yeah, that angle is awesome. It is quite good. You can probably hear in my voice how reluctant I am going to be to sell this. Well, I have sold it already. It's sold. It's gone. The money's in my account. And please don't ask how much I sold it for. All prices are different. All quotes are different. So don't ask. So, but yeah, it looks awesome, doesn't it? I'm gonna try and come across here. Bring it across here. The gunners, the little gunners. I bought some of them heads, them German German orc heads, from eBay. So there's a seller on there. I can't remember what the company's called. They sell all sorts, legs, arms. I thought the German look went really well with this ship, but yeah, it's so there. Yeah, I'll come across again. Something else. I'll come over here and show you. I'm gonna come up a bit. Right, here we go. Okay, so at the back of the deck as well, I use the scratchy wood effects thing that I do. So I've done that. Up on this top. Mainly, it's the very top deck. The very top deck. Look where they've done the wood. It looks really. The wood on ships looks so good. Especially all World War II ships. If anyone's into that type of thing, I'm pretty sure that there's usually metal bodies and then they add wood decks. It's not too far off, similar to what some ships are made today. So I just obviously keeping it the Yorkie style with it being a bit all over the shop. So yeah, so wood decks, and at the back here, obviously I've got a folded up Chinook. Or Chinook. So with all the things on, and obviously the little grots here are all starting to get it ready to take off, and the pilot or whatever crew members stood there. They're from eBay as well. I really like them. I took the heads off the pilots and put the other heads on. These are like German officer heads. I thought they fitted more on these. And at the back here, my plan was to have another Chinook taking off. I did have one originally, sold it ages ago. But yeah, there was going to be another Chinook taking off on the back here. Obviously, because like this is a destroyer. I'm not too clever with what ships are, ex-army, not ex-navy. So yeah, a destroyer of some sort. Okay, the guns then, these little anti whatever you want to call them, I'm not sure what they are, from the Stomper model. I just made like a little platform for them, little square, kept it really simple, guys, on there, and then that's it, magnetised down, a little magnet there, look, and there. Okay, these grot bombs. There's one at the back here, and that turns obviously, and when it fires it shoots up like that, and then that comes off. I would probably think that would fly straight off, and then the Orcs would reload a new one or find a new one. But so that's that one. I've got another one over here. That's the wrong type of magnet. Anyway, there's another one there. Go look at the photos, guys, if you want more detail of it. I'm just trying to explain to you some of the bits and bobs I've done on the model itself before I send it off. And then obviously you got the other side of the ship. Not much going on down there, just another anti-aircraft gun or whatever they are, flat guns. But yeah, that's it, guys. So I'm gonna say bon voyage to my ship. I will miss her. May all the Orcs who sail in her live long lives. Not really much else to say. Oh yeah, I will mention these. Made that out of a Death Copter I love it. I think it's really cool. It's the type of propeller I would expect on an orc ship, and I think that went really, really well. And then obviously the rudders, there's two, and the stand as well. Someone mentioned the stand the other day. Yeah, the stand was a bit of a nightmare to make. Believe it or not, once I made the body, I had to balance out work out how to make this stand. But it came out pretty well. It stands very, very well. So, and believe it or not as well, guys, in these little windows, because I've sold this, I'm not going to go too much more into elaborate detail, but actually inside these little windows I was going to put lights inside, so you could flick a switch on somewhere and the lights would come on in all these little windows here. There's one there, there's one there, there's one there, and there's a couple on the other side of the boat as well. But when you look inside these windows, I've actually made cabins. There's little cabins inside there. So I actually thought that was a really cool idea, but it's up to the guy who bought it now if he wants to mess around with that. So that's it, guys, really. That's my ship. Sorry if it's a bit out of focus, blurred, or a bit all over shot, but I just wanted to get this out there before it went off. So much going on it as well. I can't talk about everything, but if you want to see better pictures of it, guys, go watch my video, the one I've just posted. There's just shitloads of photographs of it. But yeah, there you go. Zooming around. Oh, the crane as well, yeah, sorry, mention the crane. I love this little crane. Picking up the ammo for the big gun, and then the big gun here, what? Little grots at the back loading it up. I've not painted them grey because I don't want to ruin the detail too much on them. So it's up to the guy who's painting it to repaint them. Let's have a look at the captain one last time. There he is. Big ass captain. Right, guys, that's it. Gonna leave you to it. I'll leave it there. I hope you liked it, guys, as much as I enjoyed building this. But the next instalment will be photographs of it painted. Alright. Right, guys, speak to you later. Bye.